Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 9. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, y'all know normally I have Belle Collective out right after Ready to Love, but honey, my doctor advised me to go to hell to sleep, okay? He said, girl, listen, you gonna have to go to bed, okay? So I just did Ready to Love and I went on to sleep, okay? Because I got to keep my body together and keep my health up if I want to continue to review these shows. And it's just so ironic because this episode has something about a health scare in it. So child, let's get into it. When the episode first opens up, Leticia goes to meet with her mom and Josh, who is her son, down at the pizza parlor. Baby, when she said pizza parlor, I said, baby, the people from the South know they're going to describe something, don't they? So they sit down and she starts telling her what's going on with Glen and how JJ had a stripper at Sophia's party and how Cliff called Glen pissed. She claims that Glen called and said that he looked at it the wrong way. Girl, you just want us to like him again. I'm still mad. Okay. I don't care what he said and I'm still mad. And you ain't fooling me. Cause let me tell y'all something. You know how you tell one of your homegirls something bad about your man, but then y'all start to try to get it back on track. And then you go to them like, girl, he apologized. He brought me roses. You know, he said he was tripping. No. Okay. He ain't look at it no damn wrong way. And I can't even see Glen coming to a conclusion that he did the wrong thing. Absolutely not. So her mama was sitting there. She was like, girl, if it were me, he would have been gone with a capital G. Honey, I know that's right. So then Leticia gets in the confessional. And she says, you know, she's booked and busy and she's here, there, and everywhere. So that's why she keeps Josh with her mom. And she's happy that he's with her because nobody's going to take care of him better than her mom. But I was looking, I said, not Leticia writing a book called Side Pieces Are Winning. Ma'am. Never. And I support everything. I support all things black, honey, because I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black, black, y'all. I love it. But I will not be purchasing a book called Side Pieces Are Winning after you just sat there on a reunion, hooping and hollering and hyperventilating, trying to see whether or not that if your husband was the father of a child. Like, girl, anyway. So anywho, she's in a confessional. She says she tells her mom everything because, you know, her mom knows all of her secrets. She's always giving good advice. She was like, you know, my mama may have been married 6 times, but she know when to love them and when to leave them. Oh, okay, so mama on that Elizabeth Taylor. Mama on that Elizabeth Taylor, honey. Listen, my grandmother was married 6 times. These women, honey, they will get married, divorced, divorced, honey, but at least they can get them to put a ring on. And shout out to Beyonce. But what I was thinking though, y'all, I was like, doesn't Leticia live with her mom? Why is she sitting there filling her in like she got to pick Josh up and then go? I was like, don't tell me you back living in the house with Glendale. Girl, goodbye. In the next scene, Aikisha and Willie, they're at the house, you know, looking comfortable and regular. Baby, Aikisha gonna look regular at the house if she don't do nothing else. Everybody else be having a full face of glam. Aikisha gonna be at that house, okay? And she gonna have that hair all over that head. I know that's right, girl. I love to see the realness of it. That's reality TV. So anywho, Aikisha and Willie, they at the house with the family. He just put the kids to sleep. And she, you know, she's just telling him that she's happy that he's back. So she tells us that her blood pressure is high. Girl, you can't be eating that soul food like that in the middle of the day. Okay, you need to walk at least 30 minutes a day. You need to take some black seed oil. You need to keep your stress levels down. And you need to make sure that you take care of you. Now, I actually have the opposite problem. My blood pressure is always low. No matter what I do, I have fainting spells. This is since I've been a child. I have fainting spells. I get dizzy. My blood pressure is consistently low. And I have tried everything. And I mean everything. And I cannot get that bad boy to go up. But Aikisha, her blood pressure is high. And that's a scary thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really scary either way you look at it. So they start talking about it. And she's telling him, you know, she thought it was her sinuses acting up. That's why her head was hurting. But she tried to hide it from Willie because he has a lot going on and she didn't want to bother him. And he was like, girl, you got to stop doing that. I'm here for you. I'm your husband. If anything is going on with you, I need to know it. So she's telling him, she's afraid of being an older mom and not being around for her kids. Aikisha, girl, I understand that fear. Trust me, I understand. That is like my biggest fear. And your kids are very small, younger than mine. So I understand. 40 has not been kind to me so far, okay, at all. But I'm still hanging in there. So she gets in a confessional. She said that her mom passed away. Her biological mom passed away of a massive heart attack. And her twin sister passed away from a stroke. You need to change your diet and you need to get more active. You can turn this around. You really can. Take your blood pressure medication. Do all things that you need to do to alter your lifestyle. And we can get this blood pressure down, honey. It's hard, but it's going to be worth it. I mean, I struggle with consistency working out. That's my issue. It's like I go hard for like 2 or 3 weeks. Then I'm like, I think I'm fine. And then I'm done. But, child, you got to keep going. So Willie wants her to relax and let him take some of the stress from her. Willie really loves him some Ikeisha. You can just tell. I appreciate how they have conversations with each other about what's going on in their lives and not just about mess. There's a huge difference from the scenes that Aikisha and Willie shoot from the scenes that JJ, Sophia, Shantae, So Gucci shoots. They get together and talk about other people and mess. These two get together and talk about what's really going on. And I like that. Despite what people feel about Kiki, I like it. And Aikisha, listen, girl, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. You are so lucky to have someone to go through this with. Health issues and the stress intensifies by doing everything alone. Like, I feel like I just want to split my body into 5 people and delegate each person to do something. You clean up, you go make him breakfast, you play with him, ask him if he's okay. I'm going to take a nap. When I get up, I have to do a review, then I'm going to do. It's just so much. So let your husband help you, girl. Let him help you. So then she starts saying that the first proposal for Ferris Street fell through. They did not get the block, but she wants to know who they did go with. Girl, Ferris Street is one tough cookie to crack, child. I'm so sick of it. I hope y'all get it together. Moving forward. In the next scene, JJ is at the house and Star brings the baby over. When I tell y'all he was the cutest little poopy ever. Oh, he was just so cute. Oh, y'all, I want me another baby. He is just so cute. Side note, I was looking. Baby Star got her daddy whole face. She has his whole head, baby, including the little gap. She got everything. She is just like her daddy. Spitting image. So they start talking about the baby. And he's like, when y'all gonna let Gucci meet the baby? Gucci got to meet the baby. Star was like, one day. With all that's going on, she said, I know, when everything went down, you gonna take your wife's side and we gonna take our mom's side. Honey, as you should, period. I'm gonna take my mama's side no matter what. And Star, you ain't slick. You made sure you came when Sophia, Shantae, So Gucci was gone. I know that's right. So JJ said Sophia filed charges on Selena and he hopes that his daughters can understand why she did it. Are you insane? I would never in my damn life understand why somebody was fighting my mama and then press charges when they were involved in antagonizing said fight. Child, I wish I would. I mean, JJ, do you really think about the things that come out of your mouth? I'm supposed to understand why this lady who's mistreated us and now has mistreated my mom pressed charges on her? Okay. JJ seems like such a sweet granddaddy. He really does. He seems like such a doting grandfather. He loves his grandson. And I understand that part, but I do not understand what you just said. He said he knows Sophia would love to meet the baby. Now, I'm going to tell y'all my personal opinion. I don't think that Sophia would love to meet the baby. I don't think that she's eager to meet that baby at all. She ain't worried about that baby, especially after how everything went down. She's trying to avoid Star. Because if she cared that much, she wouldn't have been petty and spoke to their mama. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't like her, you don't like my baby. Because that's an extension of the extra that you were talking about. Child, please, I won't let her around my baby. My mama always told me, honey, do not take your kids around nobody that don't like their mama. Okay? Because if they don't like the mama, they ain't going to like you. And I don't think that Sophia is too keen on them kids. Child, anyway. In the next scene, Latrice goes to an aerial yoga class and Josh is there as well. He wanted to get together and talk because, they've been avoiding each other since he went telling out her business to Aikisha. So they started doing this aerial class. Honey, it's a struggle. Latrice's wig is hanging on for dear life. Girl, You are supposed to rep your brand. The wigs needs to be secure. Girl, what is going on? So after Latrice gets through holding on to her wig, child, they sit down and they start talking. So Latrice tells Josh that she didn't like him telling her business to Aikisha. She says she felt betrayed, and I don't blame her. Aikisha should not know my business. There's no reason that woman should know that we sleep in separate rooms. That's not her business. When I let you stay in my house, I let you stay in my house, but you don't take my confidential business to the streets. So he was like, well, I don't feel like what I said or did was wrong. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. Josh, you were wrong. So Latrice was like, yeah, Aikisha was the wrong person. You know how these women are about me? You know they don't see it for me. So why would you take my business over there? He talking about, I was just venting. Sir, pray about it. Okay? Because any little thing the heifers get, they going to use it against them. Okay, so please, if you got anything to say, pray about it. He did accept responsibility, and he told her that, from now on, when they have an issue, they're going to talk directly to each other and not to other people. I mean, he accepted responsibility, but deep down, I still think that he didn't understand why what he did was wrong. I personally wouldn't tell him any more of my business. Not none. Me, I would not be able to trust him again. The relationship would not be the same because it was too easy for you to run and gossip about me and my business. And I don't like that. So for me, I just wouldn't trust him. I mean, we cool. I mean, we put a Band-Aid on it, honey, but no. In the next scene, Sophia, Shantae, Gucci, and Ikeisha, they all go to the park for a walk. The gang's all there. So as they're walking, Sophia is telling Ikeisha that the kids are standoffish. She's like, the girls are a little standoffish since, I press charges. Of course they're standoffish. Are you out of your rabbit mind? You standing up here nonchalantly saying, I think they're, all in their feelings. I would not have my baby around you. The more you speak, the more I understand why I would not have my child around you. Girl, you don't even like them for real. Talking about they're a little bit standoffish. Come on now, Sophia girl. So Ikeisha tells her, girl, well, I didn't tell you I had a touch of high blood pressure. Girl, not a touch. You had high blood pressure and you need to take it seriously. She's like, yeah, now I know why my headaches were happening for 3 weeks straight. And she said she made an appointment with the doctor and she wants Sophia to go with her because when she made the appointment, Willie's not going to be there. So she asked her what was going down at the party outside because she ended up leaving. So starts telling her how Cliff went running to Glen to tell on Leticia. And Aikisha's like, she wasn't even doing nothing. I mean, even I'm defending her. She was over there by me. She was not doing anything. If Glen didn't like the fact that she was there, he should have said something to Leticia and told her that she needed to come home. But she's trying to figure out what's all the business that Cliff is exhibiting, acting like a grown woman, running and telling that when there was no reason for you to even do that. So Sophia is like, well, I don't know if Glen mad. I don't know why he mad. And Aikisha kept it real. She said, when you doing dirt, you project it onto the other person. Whatever you do, you feel like the person that you're with is doing. She was like, he wasn't the one waiting for a DNA test. Honey, I know that's right. The bottom line is both Cliff and Glen are controlling and ridiculous. It really was not that big of a deal. I personally would have ignored him and Cliff, but that's just me. I'm good with ignoring somebody, baby. I act like you ain't even there. I would not have even engaged with Cliff. Okay. Cliff is bored and needs something to do, and Glen is delusional. Cliff, you were wrong. Mind your own marriage, honey. And Glen, you need to chill out. And you don't have no reason or right to be mad at Leticia about anything. You better be glad she even talking to you. Child, she better than me. In the last scene, Aikisha done did this parent trap triple date with Sophia, Shantae, Gucci, JJ, Latrice, and Cliff. So Latrice and Cliff get there first. They sitting down because Aikisha invited them on a double date. So next thing you know, Sophia and JJ show up. But Latrice was nice. She got up. She greeted them with love. Latrice gonna be skinning and grinning if she don't do nothing else. She got up. She greeted them. Sophia was still like, yeah. Girl, go and say hi to that lady. Girl, what is wrong with you? Neither one of them knew that the other one was coming. She got them sitting there and she not even there. It's awkward AF. Latrice bringing up, the tension between the two of them. JJ talking about, well, when it's money involved, gosh darn it, it's always tension, gosh darn it. Well, that ain't what you said last week. Tell us what you said last week, JJ. So they get to ordering food, right? And it's clear to me that Aikisha ain't coming. Well, that's what I thought when they were ordering the food. So they're ordering the food, and JJ is ordering for Sophia, and then Latrice orders for Cliff. So Cliff gets there and starts showing out. Talking about, I'm order for myself. So he starts to order the exact same thing in a different order than she just ordered. Sir, you know that you let this lady order your food because you probably can't remember what you just read on the menu. So they're having this little thing about ordering the food. So they're still sitting here waiting on Aikisha. So JJ brings up something about her kids or something like that. And Latrice gets in the confessional talking about she always using them kids for an excuse. My kid's this, my kid's that. Baby, when you have a kid, you will understand that it's not an excuse. These kids will literally fall the hell down and end up in the emergency room as you're walking out of the damn door. They always do something to make you stay with them. It's not an excuse when you have children. And she has two the exact same age. So girl, anyway. So while they sitting there waiting on Kiki, they start talking about the party. So Latrice is like, I just feel like we're just being petty, especially when it comes to me and you, just all the Bells. And I just really hate that. So Sophia was like, I know with you were ready to get your business done. I understand that, but we should be able to talk without all that rah-rah. Sophia, you on your best behavior because JJ is sitting right there because you know damn well if you were sitting in front of Latrice and y'all were having a conversation without these men around, it would be a totally different scene. You don't mean a lick of that at all. So Latrice was like, with us, I feel like it's a lot of the hitting below the belt. That's what I feel like. So as they're talking, Aikisha shows up. Hey, ma'am, nice of you to join us. Girl. So Aikisha finally shows up after she done set these people up. Girl, I thought you were not coming. So anywho, come on in, sit down, get your plate. So they're all sitting there. Here go JJ being all fake, talking about, you a Leo, huh? Aikisha, you a Leo? I'm a Leo too. You see how we do? You see how we got them back together? Sir, you are the messiest of the messy. You dogged her and Cliff out. Do you hear me? Her and Uncle Clifford, as you call him. You dogged them out. So now you're the catalyst for peace. Anyway, so Aikisha was like, yeah, that's why I did the holiday party because I want them to move forward, so the Bells can come together. So then JJ was like, yeah, that's why I did, brought the Jamaica man down to the party so all the ladies could have a good time. So he brings up the party. So Cliff said, that wasn't my type of party. A man with dignity wouldn't do that. I can't tell it wasn't your type of party, baby. You were front row and center watching. Okay, making sure you saw from every angle. So then Latrice was like, well, I had a good time. I had a very good time at the party. So then he gonna say, see, that's an insecure person saying that. So Latrice goes, well, that was weird. So they all looking at each other like, what is going on? Y'all know what I noticed in this scene? Latrice gives me Portia when she was married to Cordell. Y'all remember how Cordell used to treat Portia? That's exactly what I get from this relationship. The only difference is Cliff is very overt with his. He's up in your face. He lets it be known that that's how he's treating her. Cordell was a little bit, laid back with it. And he did it behind closed doors and it was captured, but we didn't see him do it when the other men and women were around. So Latrice is asking if anybody has ever dealt with infidelity. So JJ said, nah, I always been on the straight and narrow. Like you should appreciate a good man like me. Ain't that right, baby? She said, well, I don't know when you got your ex putting a knot on my head. So he said, you don't think I got nothing to do with that, do you? Latrice said, well, Gucci told me Selena be giving my husband fellatio. Here go JJ. Do she, Cliff? I was like, dang. Why are you worried about that? Calm down. Your wife is right there. Cliff said, hell no. So Sophia talking about, well, I thought you set it up. Latrice said, no, why would I set that up? And that's not even in Selena's character to fight. Aikisha was even saying, I've been knowing her since elementary school and she has never been like that. I was surprised. So everybody was acting like they were shocked that the two of them got into it. Aikisha talking about, well, I brought them together because I wanted them to know that this was a safe zone. Child, I don't know about all that. But Leticia, take notes. This is how you get the heifers together. Okay. Aikisha put them in a room with their husbands and they didn't claw each other's eyelashes off. So I think maybe you need to get some pointers from Aikisha when you get to putting together these peace treaties. I'm just saying. So Sophia tells them, she's having a give back event and she wants them to attend. And then they come together and make a toast to progress. And that was the end of the episode. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I thought it was cute. It didn't give too much, but it didn't give too little. I don't know. I think the Bells are doing a consistent job. It doesn't give me boredom. Because, you know, some shows, when it's not a lot going on, it can be boring, but I actually think that it's good. But what I would like is for them to stop talking about when Cliff called Glen. Child, we don't give a damn. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.